Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Hey, what you doing? You started already?
The Gators will move away to start the game.
Yes.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to go for a big one. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
At the 35, he's got room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They think there's room to run to the right here. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Gets it out quickly. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Running to Green. Bulldozes him. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Tide! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow.
Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Getting some heat. He finds his man. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on second and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Law. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run this quarterback. Ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds space on the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. The give on the inside. Makes his man miss. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Fourth down coming up.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
And now we see on fourth down, people are so comfortable going for it, especially around midfield like this. Find a play you know you like, short yardage situation, one you practiced all week. Go out, execute it. Nice job getting the first down.
That play just... A chance they knock him down for a loss of 5. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Back to throw. It's Lagway. They're trying to get to it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Man, they can barely see the 1st down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The give to the lone running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this this offense right now. They're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 11 to Utah. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
A nice job by the offense there attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Going for the big play. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, they'll take to the air. Dances away to buy time. And he's got it! Touchdown, Florida! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Law. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out at the end zone was not a good one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Milroe. He's looking deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Flying down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. To the air, it's Lagway. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Fires left. Got it past the marker.
That's a great example of exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Quarterback adapting. Complete to the right. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
looking to pass. It's Flagway. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. The noise level is relentless here on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled this last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense.
Timeout, Florida.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 18 to Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all the...
He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Badger. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He's got his man. And they swarm him under.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing your football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 35, Florida 21.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can
throw to the end zone, picked off. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Off play action. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback?
He's going to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He'll call for the fair catch here. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the offense is sending a very clear message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent, and they've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try and take shots and take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be in your back pedal, and you're going to be turning and running a lot throughout the course of this game.
This time he's got it. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to fire to the left. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that is a heck of a play by that defender knocking that ball away. Dave. It didn't look like that had explosive play at minimum, touchdown written all over it. He was able to show the catch-up speed and knock it down.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, when you're beat, you just got to put your head down, chase as hard as you can. Don't look up for the football. Nice job playing the football in the air. Listen, it was a slow developing play, a big-time chance to create some momentum with the trick play, but the defense played it beautifully.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Rutgers took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Scarlet Knights that fired on all cylinders. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's taking a deep shot. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To throw, it's Lagway. He slings it deep to the left. Got it! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gator! Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The 40, the 30, past the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with... Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
No good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still 16 points.
Oh, and that ball just inches away from being in every highlight around the country. That was an absolute bomb. Just couldn't quite get it far enough.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Lagway. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
He wants it all. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Miller with the ball. On the move. It is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
56, Florida, 39.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Take over, 1st and 10.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll leave it with the lone back. Thrust that arm out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense,